like to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. Because as we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. And my goal here at DawnDares2Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Now, I want you to understand, I started DawnDares2Dream because I wanted to relay my message and my heart and my feelings across to whomever would listen. It can be difficult getting your closest family and friends to understand the way that you believe and when you try to express it and share it. So this was like my backdoor way into letting everybody know. Now I may have lost some viewers as a result of that because they don't agree. And that's fine. I am definitely a proponent of everyone having their own thoughts, their own process, their own mindset that works for them. Your religion works for you, you keep that. No one's telling you to get rid of that. Whatever it is that works for you, continue to use it. I'm just saying that sprinkle some of this other information on it, this personal development information that I'm providing you, and see where your life takes you and how you take off personally. Take it out. But always remember, we are in control of how we see our environment. I don't care what everyone says it looks like or everyone says it is. We are in control of how we choose to perceive the environment. Hey dreamers, welcome back. And thank you to all the new dreamers who stopped by DawnDares2Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, today I'm actually going to make striped bass, but I'm going to keep the fish whole. I love the whole presentation of a fish. I think it's so elegant, so, classy. So if you're ever giving a dinner party, this is a very simple way to present the fish without having to really do anything. What I will say, when you get your fish from the fish market or from your grocery store, you want to make sure that they take all the scales off, cut the side fins off. I like to keep the tail. You want them to keep the head, and you want them to split it down the middle and gut everything out for you. And then you typically would ask them to score the fish. I neglected to have this fish scored, so I'm going to score the fish today. But we're going to do this in a Caribbean marinade. So again, I looked up how to cook whole fish, and this recipe came up. And I've had this recipe in my back pocket for a while, but now I'm actually have the time to actually cook it, and I purchased the whole fish so I would have that. Now this is going to be a two-part video because the first part I'm just going to do the marinade today, because this marinade requires you to soak the fish in the marinade overnight. So I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm actually going to grill the fish and show you what the presentation actually looked like and let you know what the fish tastes like. And today I really wanted to place focus on what it looks like when you have in your mind a picture of something that you want, and then people come to you to change your mind. And they tell you that, no, you don't want the very thing that you know that you want. And I need you to stay focused on your original decision, because that's in your heart of hearts, that is truly what you want and what you desire. And you don't want to allow outside of forces to change your mind. Remember, last month I talked about when activating the law of attraction, keep your dreams to yourself. So this happens to be the case where you didn't keep your dreams to yourself and you were telling people, and people were trying to change what you wanted because they know what's best for you better than what you know what you want for yourself, right? So I'm going to show you how people can do that with my own personal experience and how you overcome it. And it is very, very simple and a very natural thing that I did, and wasn't even trying to overcome the negativity that was coming at me, because it really wasn't negativity. They were just trying to sway my mind on what I wanted. But I knew what I wanted and it wasn't what they wanted. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what goes in this Caribbean marinade. So we have some minced garlic, any cooking oil that you choose, chicken bouillon. So I'm using Better Than Bouillon. So if you're going to use the powder, definitely don't try the cube. You want to use the powder and not the cube, because you're mixing it in the marinade. You're gonna also add in white pepper, chopped basil, paprika, allspice, and chopped thyme, freshly chopped thyme, and you're gonna use some lemon juice as well. So it's a rather simple marinade, and I actually had all the ingredients in my fridge and in my pantry, so I didn't have to go and purchase anything extra, because I love making jerk marinade, and some of these items go in jerk marinade, and that is why I had some of the items like the allspice, for instance. Most people may not have that. And the thyme, I keep the thyme because I'm always thinking I'm going to do a jerk marinade, so let me always have thyme in the fridge. So we're gonna go ahead and get started making this marinade. The thing that I wanted, or the person that I wanted, was I wanted a male child. I did not want to have a daughter, I wanted to have a son. Now, I had made the decision that I wanted male children when I was 15 years old. I used to babysit 2 boys, and what I liked about that was when I disciplined them, they got over it quickly, and I always felt like if they were girls, they wouldn't have. So I said to myself way back when I was 15 years old, I want boys, I don't want girls. So when I got pregnant, which was on purpose, but still a surprise, I literally told my son's dad that I'm getting older, so if we're gonna be together forever, then I need to go ahead and have a baby. We weren't married, but to me it didn't matter because I just knew we were gonna be together forever. Now, my assumption was wrong, but I still wanted to have this child. So I was 33 and I had my son when I turned 34, so I felt like I was on a cusp of a time where it may be difficult for me to have a child, so I need to go ahead and do it. So I stopped taking my birth control pills, and literally within like 2 months, I was pregnant. And I thought it would take like a year. I mean, you see all these stories on TV where it takes women a long time, and when you're older, especially if you've been on the pill, and I just was like, it's gonna take a long time. No, 2 months. So got pregnant. So it was planned, but slash a surprise, because I didn't expect to become pregnant so soon, like after getting off the pill. But I did. I guess I'm a really fertile woman, I guess. Who knew? So anyway, so when I got pregnant and I started showing, and people started, talking about it, and people would always go, you want to have a healthy baby. They would tell me this. You want to have a healthy baby. And I would say back to them, I want to have a healthy baby boy. And they would say back to me, no, you just want a healthy baby, period. And I would say back to them, no, I want a healthy baby boy. Now, I knew about the law of attraction. I always used it, but I really wasn't thinking about the law of attraction at the moment. I just was thinking that I need to express to anybody that is approaching me that I really desire to have a boy. Of course, I want to have a healthy baby. That's like, duh, I want to have a healthy baby. But I wanted to tack on to that healthy baby boy because I really wanted to have a son. And so I'm saying this to you so that you can understand this happened throughout my pregnancy, probably from, you really couldn't tell I was pregnant until maybe month 7. So month 7 on, this is all I heard. And I had to combat that. And the reason why I had to combat that, because I really wanted a son. Now, there are some reasons why I also wanted a son. I'm not a girly girl kind of girl. So I didn't know how I would react to some little prissy little, little girl. I didn't know how I would respond to that. Number 2 reason, I don't know how to do hair. When I used to do my little doll's hair, when I was a little girl, I could never get the ponytails even. They were always lopsided. The plaits never looked as good as, my friends or my cousins' dolls. My doll's hair were always jacked, okay? So I said, how am I gonna have a girl and do her hair? And plus, I didn't want to do hair. So I was like, I don't want a girl. And then 3, I didn't want the attitude of having a female child walking around my house. We can be something else, and I think I'm enough alone. I don't need a mini me running around here that's a female. No. So I didn't want a girl. I wanted a boy. So I'm saying this to say to you, when you have your mind made up about something, even if someone is making what they believe a better suggestion, not only do you need to stay on course if that's what it is that you really want to do, but you need to vocalize in the atmosphere that you are going to continue on the course that you have chosen, because that is what you truly want and desire. And you've desired it for a very, very long time, and you are not changing your mind. The universe needs to hear that you are still on your path. And I'm telling you, I got delivered my baby boy. Now you could say I had a boy because actually my son's dad, they have a lot of males in their family. So maybe it's just in their, they got more Y chromosomes swimming around there instead of X's. I don't know. But I like to believe it was my commitment to what it was that I wanted and desired that brought my male child forth in my life. So stay focused on what it is you want. And if people know what that is and they're telling you there's something different and something better for you and you do not want that change, speak up about it. Don't allow people to speak into your life that don't deserve to. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting this marinade together. So we're gonna put the oil in here. We're gonna add in the white pepper, the paprika, the allspice. This is the thyme. Basil. Now the basil, he wanted us to add a half a cup of basil. And I say he because I really feel like a man wrote that recipe. And I feel like a man wrote it because he wants the fish to marinate for 24 hours. So that's why I really don't feel like a woman would say that. Because I don't believe that fish needs to marinate that long. So why? Why? Why is the recipe written that way? I don't know. I don't know. So there's that better than bouillon. You see, it's like a paste, basically. And then we're going to squeeze in the lemon. And we're going to mix this up and we're going to add it to the fish. See how he's just down there so quiet, so relaxed. He is ready to get this marinade. And I feel like it's a male because he required that we put the lemon juice, rub it on the fish instead of placing it in the marinade. So I'm placing it in the marinade because the marinade doesn't have any acid in it. And usually a marinade has the oil and it has acid. So, and the acid is the lemon juice, but he just wanted us to rub it on there. So I'm putting it in a marinade. And if you're interested in receiving this exact recipe that I'm using, just email me at DawnDares2Dream@gmail.com. My email is in the description for this video, and I will definitely send you the link. There we go. So we're just gonna stir it all together. Now that bouillon down there is kind of thick, so I'm trying to grab it and turn it in here. It's looking pretty good. Let me smell this. Yeah, it smells like a mini jerk. Now granted, jerk has a lot more other additional items in it, but I see why it's Caribbean. I guess it's basically Caribbean because of the allspice. Because when we think of allspice, we think of Caribbean food. So there you have it. We are all done. So I'm gonna get a dish to place the fish in, and then we're going to pour the marinade. We wanna make sure we get it on the inside and we rub the outside with it as well. And we are also going to place this in the fridge for 24 hours. I was thinking of putting it in a Ziploc bag, but I'm not sure if it would all actually fit. So I'm just gonna leave it in here with a little kind of lid on it, or place the actual container inside the Ziploc so that I can cover it. So I'm gonna start with the inside of the fish. Put some in there and There we go. Then we're gonna put some on the outside, and we're going to salt the fish as well. Where's his face? And then tomorrow, we're actually going to rub up, we're going to grill the fish. But you know what, I just realized that I did not score the fish. So I'm gonna score it right now so that the marinade can get inside. So let's flip them over. We're gonna score both sides. That's it. There we go. And now we're gonna add the salt to this as well. You know I'm using my Himalayan rock salt. It's my fave. I always try to do this and I always have trouble getting it inside the fish. Every single time I do this. Trying to open it up. There we go. Now, I don't know which side I had already. So there we go. We have the salt, we have the marinade, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in the fridge. And you want to make sure that you kind of turn it every so often, so that way, because there's a lot of marinade in the bottom of the pan, so that all of the fish is evenly marinated. And I do that when I'm marinating anything. So there you have it. So take a look at that. Can you see? I can't see that far on the camera. Don't want to drop the fish out, but there it is. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and get it marinating. And then we are going to continue our conversation about using the law of attraction naturally, and how there are some things that you can do that are not necessarily real techniques, but things to help to keep you focused on the thing that you want and not distracted or deterred from your path. I do have one more example that I want to share with you. I love to vacation, and I vacation quite frequently. Now, I run across people all the time who go, there's no need to vacation that much. Like, what could you possibly be getting out of it? I don't want to vacation as much as you do. You know, just basically saying it's unnecessary, it's a waste of money, and why are you doing it? Now, I like to vacation because that's my woosah moment. That's my break. That's my rest time. That's my me time. Now, granted, when I go on vacation, I take my mother and son for the most part, but it's still my me time because I don't have to daily take care of them. I don't have to worry about if my mother needs her medication from the pharmacy or needs to go to the grocery store or wants ice cream while I'm on my way home from work when I don't feel like stopping, that kind of thing. I don't have to make my son's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's already prepared at the resort or on the cruise. So I really enjoy it because it's a very nice time where I can decompress and I don't have to do the mother and daughter duties like I would normally do them. So I cherish my vacations. But if I was to listen to other people, I would begin to go, oh, maybe they're right. Look at all this money I'm spending doing this. Do I really need to do this 3 to 4 times a year? Is that really necessary? And I could contradict the blessing that I have in my life of being able to go on vacation several times a year. You never know what someone's motive behind what they're saying is. They may deep down inside really want to go, but they just can't afford it. So because they can't afford it, they put that off on you that it's unnecessary to do something because that's what they've convinced themselves, because they can't do it. So I'm telling you, lots of times when people are trying to convince you not to do whatever it is that you want to do, there's a reason, there's a motive behind that. We don't always know what it is, but you need to make sure that the advice is sound. And if you don't think that it is, don't follow it. Stay your course that you set your mind to and keep moving forward. And do what I said. Combat what they're saying with your positive thoughts and why you want to do it. And it's not that you're trying to explain yourself to them, but it's so that you're saying out loud, this is my choice, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to do. Now remember, there will be a part 2 to this video because I'm actually going to grill this fish tomorrow. It has to marinate 24 hours. Like I said, the way this recipe is written, I just really feel like a man wrote it. So 24 hours I shall wait because that's what it's telling me to do. And so come back tomorrow for part 2 of the striped bass grilled fish. And we will also have a different topic that we will discuss with respect to how to use the law of attraction naturally and how we are already using the law of attraction naturally. So if you like this video, give me thumbs up. Also, there's a share button down here with an arrow. Click on that and share this to your social media platform, such as Facebook. Leave me a comment if you have any questions about grilling whole fish, how to cook whole fish, that kind of thing. You know, how much I like grilling whole fish. You have questions about whole fish, just in general, because it can be a little intimidating. I'm here, ask me any questions. And last, my face is gonna be up here in a circle, okay? You're gonna see my face be in a circle. I want you to click on my face, select the gray bell, select all, and that way you'll be subscribed to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here. Have a great day, dreamers!